My name is JD Bradley, and I've had a hell of a life that's given me a unique perspective and crazy stories that I share here. I dedicate this episode to Kelly Thomas, a gentle soul that is one of the countless number of innocent civilians that have been blatantly and brutally murdered by the police over the years and into the future. I've got no use for cops. Zero. Don't give me that few bad apples bullshit. When there really is such a thing as a good cop, they stand up against the bad cops, and that does happen from time to time, but then the system weeds them out. Blue wall of silence and all. I do have one exception for that statement. Cody Fahrenhold is the only good cop I've known in my life and also a good man. He's the only good cop I've ever known, and anything I say about cops in this episode he is exempt from. First of all, there's no such thing as authority. It's pretend, just like its bastard stepchild, law. Law is a massively agreed upon delusion and creates way more injustice than justice. What the fuck is a victimless crime? Jesus fuck. For real? If there's no victim, there's no fucking crime. It's that damn simple. Justice is me catching a pedophile rapist in the act and then beating them to death. This law can't achieve that by any means. It's a gigantic parasite on society. No one has any authority over anyone else. We all have self-ownership. As Nietzsche said, everything the state says is a lie, and everything it has is stolen. Next, let's visit what sort of people become cops. The primary two categories are thugs and nerds that got beat up throughout high school and want revenge of society. Are those the type of people you want to have working as pigs? I know I don't. Now let's factor in that you generally can't be a pig if you're intelligent. Yes, you heard that right. Almost nowhere in the country can you be a fascist enforcer of the state if your IQ is higher than 110. Google the words "too smart to" and it will try to autocomplete to be a cop. Now let's consider that normal IQ is considered 90 to 110, so you can be a cop if your IQ is 90. That's borderline retarded. This is likely not true for the sheriff or his deputies. I also have significantly less of a problem with the sheriff's department as he is elected and therefore accountable for the actions of his staff. Their behavior is generally way better than that of city cops. It gets worse. Cops are being militarized and trained to view the civilian populace as the enemy. They're already stupid and incapable of critical thinking. This is a recipe for disaster, and they're regularly flown to lunatic apartheid or Israel for training. Don't even get me started on asset forfeiture. The entire system's broken. It was always a bad system, and being government has naturally devolved into the worst and most corrupt version of itself that it can possibly be. Cops are fond of saying, "I don't make the laws, I just enforce them." But that's a lie. Police unions are incredibly powerful and have lobbyists that are very much responsible for new laws and the corruption of the establishment. How often do cops kill civilians? More importantly, how are they convicted for it? Almost never. Why might that be? Because these low IQ thugs are making good judgment calls about murdering frequently unarmed civilians, or more likely, because the system protects them. We investigated ourselves and found ourselves completely innocent. Don't piss down my leg and tell me it's raining. How often do these stupid jackboot motherfuckers kill people's dogs? Interestingly enough, UPS drivers and pizza delivery men don't at all. Like ever, to the best of my knowledge. It's like they're serial killers in training or something. Random important fact. Cops beat their wives at a rate twice that of the national average. Who can their wives go to? More cops? You know the answer to that. Ladies don't even fuck cops, much less marry them. Hell, don't even talk to them other than ask if you're being detained and tell them to fuck off. Do you want to know how fucked up and out of control they are and this fucked up the system as it protects them? Two pieces of shit pigs beat a homeless schizophrenic man to death in California and were found completely innocent. This was captured on video. What the fuck? Rest in peace, Kelly Thomas. Look it up on YouTube. As I said in the intro, this episode is dedicated to his gentle soul. Ultimately, the solution to this problem is simply to get rid of the profession altogether. Every mentally competent adult in the world should be encouraged to carry arms at all times. As Highland said, an armed society is a polite society. Manners are good when one may have to back up his acts with his life. How often do gun shows get robbed? Never. Until we as a society are mature enough to abolish this career, there are options to at least curb their crimes and clean up the profession, such as to make them get malpractice insurance. If they fuck up enough times they can't be insured, they can't be pigs anymore. Tough luck, fascist. Another great deterrent from their antisocial behavior would be to make the occasional settlement for police brutality to come out of their pension funds. Second from my final thought. When I was living in the ghetto among ghetto people, I knew a prostitute. Well, I knew a lot of prostitutes, but this one in particular told me once that while we were smoking rock, that the local PD picked her up regularly and forced her to perform oral sex to keep from going to jail. She commented, and I have no reason to disbelieve her, that she's never seen a cop with a dick longer than 4 inches. Final thought. I can never be a cop. I have an above average IQ and I'm comfortable with the size of my penis. If you enjoy my rants and ravings, find me amusing, especially if you think what I have to say is worth listening to, please like, subscribe, comment, and share. Also, check out www.jdbrelli.com, and I have books available on Amazon. Until next time, my friends.